Wishful thinking? Maybe. But I am an optimist. Hello and welcome to my channel, ladies. Thanks for stopping by if this is your first time, and welcome back if you are one of my wonderful subscribers. Today you are going to help me pack my hospital bag. But I didn't find a lot of videos that were helpful for adoptive parents when you're trying to figure out like what you need in your hospital bag versus what you don't. A lot of them revolve around birth mothers, and this is different and you need different stuff. So let's dive in. First, I am hoping to only end up with 3 bags. One for clothes and toiletries, one for baby things and our personal entertainment, and one for camera gear. Obviously, some of the camera gear I'm not gonna be able to show you because I am using it to talk to you, but I will mention it. And everything that I am about to go through is on my handy dandy list right here. So before we walk out the door, we will go through this list and make sure everything is here, because I can't remember to like put on proper shoes before I leave the house some days, and I can't imagine once we get that call that I'll be any more chill or put together. So a list it is. First things first, what's in baby's bag? Now, I've watched a lot of what's in my hospital bags and the follow-up videos of what did I actually use that was in my hospital bag. So I know that what needs to go in baby's bag is actually pretty minimal, which is why this bag is gonna serve as not only the stuff for baby, but the stuff for our entertainment. Obviously, once the baby is here, we'll remove all that and put in the rest of the stuff that we need. But the hospital is likely to provide diapers, formula, all that good jazz. So I'm only bringing bare necessities. So in this bag, a few outfits, which I think I showed over on my gender neutral baby haul video. If you wanna go check that out, I'll link it up above in the appropriate corner, because I've only been doing this a year and a half and I still can't point to the right corner. So we got this cute little mountain onesie, just a generic smaller gray onesie, and a new to the tribe onesie. This is my favorite one that I think I've gotten so far, so hopefully this will be their going home outfit, but babies produce a lot of fluids, so we'll see. If that one doesn't quite make it all the way to home time, that's okay. And then I'm also bringing just a muslin blanket, as well as a few birth cloths. Again, probably don't need to, but they're gonna come. Along the lines of emergency only use are these nice little individual formula packets and a bottle. And we'll also have a bottle of water, just a bottle of water. This is more of an emergency case if we need it on the drive home, since there is a legitimate amount of time between when we're gonna leave the hospital and when we're gonna go home. Then I would just wanna make sure that there is no worst case scenarios. Again, that's just me being a spaz. Also going in this bag are our tablet and our laptop. Depending on birth mom's preference or just how long it takes, we might be kind of sitting in the waiting room for a long time, just waiting. So I wanna make sure that we have our devices with us. Along with that are the chargers for said devices, and I have those listed out on the list separately because, oh my goodness, again, it just feels like something that I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna forget it. I'm definitely gonna forget it if it's not written out. So, device and a charger for the device. Along those same lines, I am bringing my headphones and then a pair of headphones for the husband. We may be participating a lot in the birth, we may not, so I wanna make sure that we can entertain ourselves during the wait so that every minute doesn't feel like an eternity. Wishful thinking? Maybe. But I am an optimist. Phone charger, also one of those things that I feel like I could accidentally forget about. And I have a feeling that if I don't contact my family immediately, they're gonna assume everyone's dead, just everyone involved. So I'm gonna wanna make sure that I actually have that with me. Also bringing along a water bottle for my husband, a water bottle for me. Gotta stay hydrated, don't wanna be buying bottles of water and trying to refill them at the hospital. Along the same lines, bringing water is our snack pack right here. If you know me for very long, you know I love Soylent, so I'll bring one of those. And sure, for the husband, some snacks, some cheddar bunnies, got a Pop-Tart. Definitely want to try and not have to buy everything at the hospital, depending on whether she goes into labor spontaneously or whether or not she has an induction. It could take a various amount of time. And then, sorry, the dog is looking at me like she can't stand I'm right here. You're adorable, but you're not allowed in this room, are you? Oh my gosh, she is so adorable. Anyway, like I was saying, depending on whether or not she gets induced or goes into labor naturally or ends up with a C-section or a vaginal birth dictates how long we're gonna be there. Papers can't get signed until 12 hours after a vaginal birth and 24 hours after a C-section. So I just wanna be prepared, because if she goes into labor naturally and that takes a while, say she's in labor for 24 hours and then they finally have to do a C-section, and that's another 24 hours after that, which means we could be there 2 to 3 nights. So that's kind of the time frame, worst case scenario that we're looking at, and that's what I'm packing for, which is pertinent when you see how many clothes I'm bringing. So snack pack also going in the bag. And the final thing that's going in kind of our entertainment baby bag is a notebook and pen. As long as I've known him, the husband always likes to write, and especially in stressful times, he really likes to write. And since we've gotten married, he somehow always thinks I have a notebook, which is more of a learned behavior on my part than a natural state. So whatever he wants to write now, instead of like, he's just carrying around teeny notebooks in his pocket, he always asks me, do you have pen and paper? And through conditioning of being asked that question so many times, I do. So who trained who on that one? Next up is my camera bag. It's pretty simple. I'll be bringing this camera, hi, and this tripod that you guys are on right now, but I'll also be bringing this grippy tripod that can grip onto things, as well as my DSLR camera and all the lenses that go with it, and all the chargers. Again, the chargers are listed out separately on the list so that I don't forget them. So, camera bag packed. Finally, our bag, our just clothes surviving bag. What's going in here? Like I said before, I'm packing for about 2 to 3 days, 2 nights maximum. I highly don't anticipate that, but I wanna make sure that if we need to sleep there, we have what we need. So first off, I'm gonna go ahead and just pack 1 pair of jeans and then 2 shirts, and I gotta show you because I picked them out special. I thought they were important. The Love Multiplies t-shirt from Phil and Alex's channel, and then the Indoor and Flourish shirt from It's Kelsey's Life. They're 2 great infertility channels. If you're here for that content, I highly suggest checking those out as well. So I'll obviously have whatever I'm wearing when we get the call, and I thought I'd bring those 2 shirts. I'm also bringing a pair of yoga pants. Again, if we need to sleep there, I want to have that ready. I am constantly cold, so I am going to bring my, ooh, you can't see that, my KC Proud hoodie, just in case. I'm also going to bring this robe that I just got gifted. Thank you. Thank you. Just in case I want to do skin to skin, I don't want to have to worry about like stretchiness of a shirt or like feeling uncovered or mussing with a blanket. So having a nice lightweight robe so that I can do skin to skin, I thought was a good addition to the whole pack. On the toiletry side, I am bringing my makeup bag with the special edition of the makeup removers. I don't anticipate ever needing to like take a shower while I'm there, but taking on and off makeup might become important depending on how long we're there. Deodorant, again, along the lines of who knows if we're showering. Hairbrush and toothbrush and toothpaste. I don't know, if you're like me, your teeth get gritty and I don't want to be like in the birth mom's face with my breath smelling all bad. I just don't want that to happen at all. Also bringing my sleep mask. In the very unlikely event I attempt to sleep while I'm there, I thought this might be helpful. Also bringing the white noise machine. Again, it might be helpful in the off chance I even attempt to sleep there. I need like dead silence besides the noise machine and no light, which is not what a hospital does. So we'll see if that happens. Again, if all the timing works out, then it probably won't be necessary, but I just want to be safe. Not sorry. And then I'm obviously going to bring the matching toiletries and clothing for the husband, have him have 2 or 3 shirts and then, you know, his comb and toothbrush and things like that. And finally, the most important thing, Kleenex. I'm not messing around with some travel pack. I am bringing a whole box of Kleenex because you are joking if you think I'm not crying my eyes out during most of this whole event. And I am not, I'm just not kidding around, and I'm not joking with myself, thinking I'm gonna keep my cool during all of this. So, huge pack of Kleenex, hopefully all of the happy tears. The only other things that we need to load up when we go are the gift baskets, which I showed you in last week's video. So these bags, those gift baskets, ourselves, the car seats installed, and that's all we need to be ready to go for baby. Next week is an awesome gender reveal video, if I may toot my own horn. I highly suggest you subscribe to stick around and watch that. Then soon after that's gonna be the name reveal. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I've kind of been getting more and more pumped to make these videos. I appreciate your guys' support. You've been lovely over the last few weeks, and I appreciate your continued support. So subscribe if you're not, hit the like button if you want to see more of my face, and that's it. Until next time, ladies, keep on fighting.